Welcome back. And today is a little different. I'm going to talk about one of my favorite bags and when and where I used it. And then I'm going to take you I'm not a travel vlogger. I don't travel enough to be a travel vlogger. But I am going to take you to the San Diego Safari Park, which we had the opportunity to visit a few weeks ago, and just sort of show you around. But it's not really, like I said, I'm not a travel vlogger. But if you're interested in the San Diego Safari Park, evidently when we were booking our trip, friends had said like, oh, I found a couple of YouTube videos where they showed some of the accommodations. So I thought I would throw that in as well and just give you an idea of like what the environment was like as I used the bag that I used. So, oh my goodness, it's my dad again. Side note, Dad is being an emotional drain. I'm going to go see him in literally an hour. And this is so off topic, but anyway, he was really angry at me yesterday because my daughter had a soccer game and he said that I need to be available for him on weekends 24/7. It should just be all him all the time. And if she needs to miss out on, childhood activities, then that's just the way it is because he is the most important person. Now he's in a facility now. All of his basic needs are taken care of. So it's not like he needs help with anything, really needs help with anything. He just wants me there because he's bored. That's literally, he says he's bored and he wants me to reorganize his top drawer. That's not a life pressing issue. That's not, I want to hear about how you're doing, how my granddaughter's doing. It's not, I'm missing my family. It's I'm bored and you need to come here and do something for me. So I'm just finding it really difficult. And I know some people have put in the comments, how, he is older and you're going to miss him when he's gone. And yes, I get that. But this is not an elderly person thing. This is not a symptom of him being older. He does suffer from a personality disorder. And now that he's in a facility, doctors are working with him and some mood stabilizers. But in the end, he just is wired differently. So he doesn't have empathy the way the rest of us do. And what he really wants is people to serve him. It's nothing personal. That's just the way he's wired. Your only function in life is to serve him. And if you can't serve him, then you serve no function for him. He doesn't have empathy. He just doesn't have that, what we consider empathy and being able to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. How would you feel if, or, what would you do if, or this is analogous to. He doesn't have that, and you can't teach that to somebody. They're just born without it. And, it took until he was in his 80s, until he was in a forced environment where a psychiatrist could sit and talk with him and evaluate him and be able to do these things that he wouldn't, obviously, because he's perfect, wouldn't allow someone to do previous to this, to be able to say officially, like, well, this is sort of what's going on, and this is why he doesn't act and react with other humans the way one might expect. He doesn't mean any harm by it. He's not trying to be malicious. If he calls you a name or if he tells you that you're stupid, he doesn't mean it, and he means it, but he doesn't mean it in the same way that we take it, and you got to kind of roll with it. And so he is difficult. But emotionally, that's very draining, and for his, family, it's draining. And anyone that comes in contact with him, it can be very, very draining. So I try to keep myself healthy by doing what I can for him, but understanding that he's never going to be happy. He's never been happy a day in his life. He only complains, and he only will put people in positions where they can do something for him. And so if you can't fulfill that, you're going to be on the naughty list. And there's a lot to fulfill. When there's more people, there are less things that you have to do to make him happy. But if there's only like one child, then that's a lot that's falling on your shoulders. Or, my mom was like one wife. And So anyway, it's very complicated. I'm glad that, you know, now I have professionals that are stepping in and able to say like, yeah, you know, it's just, you're right. It's just him. It's not you. And anyway, so that being said, it was nice to get away for 2 days. Literally, it was like a Saturday and a Sunday. We went to the safari park. I would love to go back. It was awesome. It was amazing. Anything with animals just really helps me calm down, you know? I was talking to somebody and they're like, oh, you know, go home and enjoy a nice adult beverage. I'm like, well, I don't drink because that's just, I'm like, I eat chocolate and I spend time with animals and I read books. Those are the things that I do to just sort of self-regulate. And I talk about bags. So back to the bag. When you go into an environment like a safari park, when you're out all day, I think you need to think about the longevity of the day. We ended up spending the night there. We did Roar and Snore, which is where you spend the night in a very bougie glamping tent. And then you at safari park all day, the first day, Saturday, and then the next day you spend the night that night. And then the following day, you have the whole day as well. And so we ended up stopping at a pier and having some fun there before we went to the safari park. But of course, it's a weekend. The weather was really nice. It was fairly crowded. But I knew that we were going to be doing all those things. And so I tried to plan accordingly. And the bag I ended up taking was, drumroll, my Gucci Giant GG belt bag. This is one of the oldest bags in my collection because if you know me, you know I have a rotating, rolling collection. I will sell things, I'll buy new things, and then I'll sell things, I'll buy new things. I really feel like I have to try the bag out and not just in the store to see if it's going to work and fit with my lifestyle. So this particular bag has been in my collection for maybe even 5 years. I got it one summer. I got it the summer before Lululemon belt bags even came onto the market. And this was on the Gucci website for the longest time. Recently, I saw that they did take it down. I have the leather version. I bought that one pre-loved. This one I got straight off the website. But now I'm starting to see this one pre-loved as well. I found it twice on Fashionphile and I think once on Rebag. This one's not parting with me. This is such an amazing bag. It is fabric. I believe within the first week or two, I had a popped stitch. But I can't even find it now. I'm just going to be honest with you. Part of that is because I need glasses. I know that. The other part is it's a very durable bag. You might have like just a little bit of, oh, no. I think along the piping there might be some corner wear. I mentioned this in another video. If you go all the way back on my channel, you'll find a lot of videos about this bag. But the reason I ended up taking this bag is because this bag is huge. I can't imagine anyone actually wearing it as a belt bag, but I guess that was their original intention. It sits right across my front and it is very, very lightweight in addition to being huge. And I felt that I would need to carry a variety of things. My daughter's found, she forgot a bag. I don't know how, like, all our friends remembered bags. She forgot a bag. So her phone. She forgets to charge her phone or just doesn't charge her phone or thinks the sun will magically charge her phone. I'm not entirely sure. But a spare battery was definitely necessary. Because I didn't know if I was going to have anything paper or if I was going to be using cash at any point, I did bring a wallet. This is the Louis Vuitton business card holder. It's from the men's line. I believe this one is a fairly new colorway. And you open it up and it has one compartment here, one up here, and then one here, and then another one here. I didn't know. Yeah, I just didn't know. So I ended up bringing this. I never pulled this out of my bag except when we were on the pier and we got cards to play games and do the arcade. And then those cards, when we were done with them, I ended up putting them in here for safekeeping. Could have put that in my mini pochette. So just, if it were me, I'm just being honest. I don't usually carry wallets. I believe I have two. I've got this, and I've got the Rosalie coin purse, and then I have the Key Pouch S, which I ended up using as a wallet. And I think I brought this one as opposed to the Key Pouch S just because this is what I brought. I don't know why I did it, but I don't see myself purchasing any wallets in the future. I just don't. We're moving towards such a, digital age, and I just cannot figure out when I would really use a wallet, other than the fact that it looks really cute, but I don't know when I would use it. I'm not currently using it, obviously, but it did the trick for what I needed. It really did do the trick. Obviously, I brought my mini pochette, and I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I really felt that I needed. The battery. Oh, I think that Saturday was pretty warm, and so I ended up putting my makeup in my bag just more randomly than I would have. But anyway, there's a lot of stuff. And I knew that if I wanted to carry a water bottle, or if I wanted to carry, I don't know, something that she purchased, I could do it in this bag, and I never had to take it off. So one of the things that gets me, I think, about other bags is the fact that if you use a public restroom, you have to take the bag off and like hang it somewhere or put it somewhere. I like things that can stay on my body no matter what. If I sit in a tram, I don't have to take it off. So, for example, with the backpack that I'm currently using, which is the Celine backpack, if I'm going to sit down and get strapped into a ride or something, right? First of all, every time I would need my phone, I would have to pull it around, right? And so I'd pull it around, and then you have to take stuff out, right? If I wanted to take my sunglasses on and off, put it on, and then close it, and then put it back on, right? With both of your straps. And then you want to take your sunglasses off, you have to take it off, pull it around. You're like, Carolyn, you're lazy. Well, yes, maybe. But with something like this, if it's right in front of you, you can put it in front and in back, and it doesn't really matter, but it's just right here. It's just here. I don't have to move it. I don't have to take it off. I don't have to take part of it off. I don't have to worry about someone if someone's behind me, I don't have to worry necessarily about holding it. I can pull it in front of me. I feel like for travel, it's a lot more convenient, and it's a lot easier to manage than a backpack. Even though this is one of the world's most comfy backpacks, and I do love her, I just felt that for travel, especially on that pier, it was really crowded, and I liked having this bag in front of me. Why did I choose the Bougie Gucci over couldn't the Lululemon do the trick as well and also be a little bit more carefree? Yes and no. So one of the things I like about the Lululemon is if I'm going somewhere for the day or whatever, I can just throw my stuff in here, and it's very carefree. I've taken it to the aquarium of the Pacific. It's, gotten water, rain, whatever. But it obviously doesn't hold as much. If we're looking at the size comparison here, this one is not going to be able to hold 2 phones the same way this one is. This one can't hold a water bottle the same way this one does. Additionally, the strap on this one is not as comfortable because it's not as wide. The adjustment on this does tend to slip if it gets heavier, whereas this one will stay put wherever you have it. So I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, yeah, you're talking a $70 bag versus a $1,000 bag. I get it. You get what you pay for. I understand that. But that also explains why I preferred carrying this bag for the whole day as opposed to this bag. Just to show you a little bit of what could fit in, I have some of my items. I don't have everything that I traveled with. Obviously, I don't think I have a battery in here, but I do have some of the things that I traveled with. A receipt. I don't think we traveled with a receipt. That's not there. I have some sunglasses. Well, let's see. Let's try to put in a little native deodorant, because why not? The mini pochette, which is multifunctional, of course. And let's see what else. I have a card holder in here now, but let's imagine that I carried my AirPods. I do always carry the AirPods because audiobooks or phone calls or whatever. Let's say I took some lotion. I'm just trying to grab things that I thought, oh, hand sanitizer, for sure, hand sanitizer. And again, I do prefer this one because I don't have to open it. I can find it easily. And is it just me or do the Bath & Body Works actually separate? Because I feel like they separate over time and then you have to shake them. And I'm always afraid they're going to leak. They haven't, but I don't, maybe it's just me. It's probably just me. Let's see what else. Let's find a lip product that I could, oh, keys. I would need to drive my car, so we're going to take my keys, put them over here, and a lip product. What lip product? I'm going to grab this Dior because it's a little bit chunkier, and I feel like that would better show. I don't have a spare battery at the moment, but anyway, and then I'll use this as my surrogate wallet because right now I'm just using a card holder. Card holder is my daily, everyday. This has a lot of makeup in it. I don't even know why. Why? Maybe I just haven't pulled it. I don't know. Anyway, this is fairly filled, so it's a good replica of what I had originally. Oh, my glasses broke. We were out to dinner the other night. I could not read the menu, and then I realized my glasses broke. So I have these teeny tiny little glasses. I just ordered a new pair of the glasses that I had previously on Amazon. Maybe I'll just do a short haul and show those for all my ladies like me that now need reading glasses and don't want to carry a separate reading glasses pouch. This is perfect for that until you break them. I don't even know. We were at the ballet last night and I realized they were broken. Okay, so let's just try stuffing all of this stuff in here. So there's the mini pochette. Here's the wallets going in there like that. There they are. My lip products, my keys. It's my car keys that really take up a lot of room there. Oh, hand sanitizer. You are a big boy, hand sanitizer. Those are all in there right now. AirPods, mini deodorant, sunglasses. I know what you're thinking. You're like, wow, it actually does all fit. My phone's not in there yet. Haha. One phone. This phone. Phone case. Phone. All right, let's put her in the very back. There we go. So it is actually, guys, it's all in there. I'm surprised. It's actually all in there. Ta-da. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And if you, okay, so there it is. But if my daughter wanted me to carry her phone, it wouldn't stay. And you can already see like the buckle is, I feel like it's not gonna stay. I feel like it wouldn't necessarily stay. It's comfortable. It's a little wonky and funky, but it's comfortable. You just have no extra room. So with the Gucci version, you do have all of that extra room. Do I need to put it all in the Gucci? I feel like I don't. You know that it's gonna fit in here, but oh, what is in here? Oh my gosh, I still have stuff that I still have stuff in here from the trip. Okay, so clearly they were handing me stuff and there's room for sunscreen. That's something else that, right? A lot of receipts. Ooh, very important. I don't know how I didn't take this out and pack it in all of my bags. If you're a mom, you'll understand. Wait for it. So important. Can't leave home without it. What the hell is this? What is this? Why is it in my bag? I don't even know where it came from. It's going back in the bag, so I can question that another day. Here's another cord. I don't know what it's for. All right. So I think that's just why I carried the bag I did. If you can find this bag or the leather version on any of the pre-sale sites, this is what they call the medium. It goes small, which is smaller than this, to medium. There's nothing in between. There's no large, but the small is really small and the medium is really large. So just keep that in mind. You want the medium. I believe the bottom length of this is like 11 or 12, or the length when you look at the dimensions is 11 or 12 inches, which that's how you know. The other one is about 5 inches. So if you see the one that's length is 5 inches, you know that's the small, even if it's mislabeled. And if you see the one that's like 11 or 12 inches, then you know it's the medium. And that's really the one that you want. I think that the strap length on this is the 90, pretty sure, which is the standard. I know they made a shorter one, and it's really short. It would be meant for me to wear as a belt bag, as opposed to this. I think this is the 90, but it can go pretty long or pretty short. But if you have the opportunity, and I've said this before, if you have the opportunity to get one of these, retro's kind of in. It's a thing now. If people are still wearing this Lululemon one and you have one already, I would consider investing in a designer, larger belt bag. I think Lulu just came out with a 3-liter belt bag, if I'm not mistaken. Cute, but again, I just am afraid of that strap issue. And because the strap is thinner, like if you look, it's not much thinner. I get that. Oh, maybe it's not even thinner. Then why is it less comfortable? Why? It is less comfortable. So maybe it's the material, because it's actually not thinner. I thought it was thinner, but it's not. This one is way more comfortable than this one, especially if you're like me and you have a bad case of bony shoulder syndrome. This bone right here. It's very sensitive. I'm not like sticking it out. This is legit the bone. This is my bone. If I were to stick it out, I could stick it out. You could like pick me up by this. So if you are like me and you have, everybody has a bone there, but if you have no padding on your bone, right, then just know that sometimes this one, if you fill it completely, can get a little uncomfortable. The Aloe belt bag is one like that can get a little uncomfortable sitting on that bone. And that's the same issue that I have with the Longchamp backpack. So, best travel bag, in my opinion, hands down, is the Gucci Fabric #1 or leather giant GG. I think the giant part, it's a medium, but the giant part is in reference to the logo, right? And I think the other one was just called the leather logo belt bag. But this style belt bag, I do not currently see, no, I think I do currently see one on the Gucci website. It's just plain black, which would be really cool. But I don't hear a lot of people talking about this bag. And I do get compliments when I wear this bag. I've only ever seen one other woman. It was in a home goods store. And I actually didn't see her. My daughter saw her. She's like, she has your bag. It's like, oh my gosh, she has my bag. But I do get compliments on it because it is a little bit more unusual. And because it's fabric, it's pretty carefree. It was very comfortable. It's very lightweight. I carried it all day Saturday, all day Sunday. It was great. It's just the best possible choice. And so now I have decided possibly when I travel, I will never be carrying any other bag because this bag is just so versatile and comfortable and easy to carry and safe because it's attached to you the entire time. So, wish me luck with my dad. Should I even check the message? Let's see. My phone will transcribe text messages, but oftentimes with him.
Yes, I know you're
probably at church, done with lunch. Anyway, I'll be expecting you around 2. Goodbye. All right, well, wish me luck. Let me know if you have an elderly parent that is difficult. Some people can just be difficult without mental health issues. Mine just happens to be difficult with mental health issues, so I'm trying to be really understanding with him and patient with him, but it does take a physical toll, it's just a reaction when he starts yelling at you, and it's probably just ingrained as a kid. Oh, there's a beautiful bird outside that I know that you can't see, but just trust me, there's a beautiful bird outside. So, wow. Okay. I'm so ADD, it's fine. Anyway, just wish me luck, pray for me, and I will see you next week with some other bag review. I don't know. Maybe we'll do an SLG wallet review. Haven't quite decided. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, have a great week. And do something kind for yourself. And don't take it personally. If someone is draining your insides, try not to take it too personally, because you got to take care of yourself too. You know, I have to remind myself of that as a mom and a wife. I have a family too, and he needs, but he's safe, he's cared for, he is getting the help he needs, both mentally and physically. And so maintaining his home, maintaining his current situation, paying for things, that's doing stuff for him behind the scenes, praying for him, that's doing things behind the scenes. And just sitting in front of him, having, get this, get that, do this, do that, you're stupid, this is dumb, and being ordered around and being yelled at isn't necessarily doing anything, and it's not even going to fix the problem. Like, he's not even going to be happy. So I could do everything he wants me to do, and he's still not going to be happy. He even said the other day, he was like, why don't you come visit me every day? You should be over here every day. She shouldn't have any activities after school. You should be here every single day, because I have stuff for you to do every day. And I'm like, that's not, he doesn't want to talk. He doesn't, he wants me to do things for him. So I only have one child, and I only get one childhood with her. And so I'm trying to balance, trying to make it all work. Anyway, that's enough chit chat. We're good. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week.